Good morning, everyone. We'll get started as soon as courtroom two is ready to get going this morning. Good morning, Ms. Lewis. Thank you for
Good
sending me
morning.
that
You got the
information.
paperwork?
I did, thank you.
You're welcome.
So we will get started when courtroom two joins us. Good morning, courtroom two. Just let us know when you're ready to proceed.
All right. We're ready.
Okay, who do we have first?
We're gonna have position number 26 to 28, Mr. Joseph. Joseph.
Um, Good morning, Mr. Muhammad Ahmed. How are you today?
Doing good, Your Honor. How about yourself?
Doing well, thank you. I have down that Mr. Joseph was going to be a waiver this morning.
Uh, yes, Your Honor, initially, but if Your Honor is so inclined, we would like to do a non-negotiating.
Okay, and let's see. And is the jail time what's not negotiated?
Specifically the terms of the plea that was given, Your Honor. Like I believe probation and I believe some of the time as well.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Joseph. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video this morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Sirocco. Before I get to you, since this is not negotiated, let me go. Ms. Washington, are you with me?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Yes, good morning. Do you have Mr. Joseph's history for me?
Yes, Your Honor, there are 24 arrest cycles in Georgia. Um, the last arrest appeared to be from August of this year for theft by shoplifting out of East Point and criminal trespass. No disposition was listed. There was a 2023 battery family violence out of DeKalb County, a 2023 disorderly conduct out of DeKalb County. Also, there were misdemeanor convictions in 2023 for theft by taking, 2 counts and 2 counts of criminal trespass. There was a 2022 misdemeanor conviction for possession of marijuana less than an ounce, 2020 conviction for criminal trespass and stalking. Also, a 2020 theft by shoplifting and criminal trespass misdemeanor conviction out of Douglas County, 2020 criminal trespass out of Cobb County, an FTA from 2013, theft of services felony conviction from 2013, forgery from 2014, and there are also arrest cycles out of other states as well, including Florida, Texas, New Jersey, and Mississippi.
Okay, thank you, Ms.
And
Washington.
you're welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Sirocco.
Thank you, Judge. With respect to position 26, the criminal trespass, this incident was from August 21st of this year. It was at 3503 Camp Creek Parkway in East Point. That is the racetrack gas station. Law enforcement responded to a trespassing report and upon arrival spoke with a security guard there. He had previously contacted 911 the day before regarding the defendant who had been criminally trespassed from the property. Defendant came back again as the security guard recounted to the officer. And right before the officer got there, the defendant left the property and started traveling northbound and ultimately was stopped via traffic stop on the vehicle described. With respect to the position 27 case, that is for the theft by shoplifting. Again, it's the same racetrack gas station at 3503 Camp Creek Parkway in East Point, and that one was on August 6th. The defendant had walked inside the business as reported by the security guard there again, and had stolen merchandise from the display shelving. It was a USB car charger before he retreated behind the counter and emptied the merchandise box and removed its contents. He ultimately went outside, got in his truck, and drove away. With the defendant's history, as you heard, it's over roughly 24 cycles here. And the fact that this is the same location that he then came back to, he had the goal to come back to after shoplifting there and being told to stay away. The state's recommendation is on position 26, the criminal trespass, 12 months probation concurrent with 25 CR 005001C. That is position 27, the theft by shoplifting. We're asking for 40 hours community service, stay away from the racetrack, and that is again at 3503 Camp Creek Parkway in East Point. And as for position 27, we are recommending 12 months, served 60 days, credit for time served, balance probated, anti-theft course, $500 fine, stay away from the racetrack, again, at that same location in East Point. And upon acceptance of the plea, the state will null pros the failure to appear, which is position 28.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Muhammad Ahmed.
Yes, Your Honor. As to Mr. Joseph, Your Honor, Mr. Joseph is 40 years old. He's been a box truck driver for quite some time. He has his own box truck company. In fact, he also has 5 kids that he supports with that company. Uh, he's been living in Atlanta for quite some time as well. And as to his box truck business, he drives and it takes him from Georgia all the way to California, Your Honor. So from coast to coast. And also, Your Honor, it was brought to my attention that Mr. Joseph, both at that time and now, was living in his box truck and was also kind of using the racetrack kind of as a respite from the road, as a, has Wi-Fi and also a couple of services. But he is absolutely fine with staying away from that racetrack, and any other stay away orders that Your Honor might have. All that he asked, Your Honor, in his main complaint with the offered plea was the time served requirement and also potential problems with reporting to probation, as he is often on the road for quite some time. So, Your Honor, we understand that there was some recommended anti-theft courses of that sort. We would just ask that there would be some sort of way to avoid serving more time while also potentially having probation be non-reportable.
Does he have a place to reside at the present time?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. Currently, he does. My apologies.
How much time has he already served?
Believe 3 weeks, Your Honor, but I would have to double check. I don't think it's said on the sheet that I had.
He's been in jail for 16 days on the FTA, and plus he has a fugitive justice for a fingerprint for a felony. So he's been in there for 16 days, Judge, on the FTA.
He has a place to live. He has apparently a job. He has a long criminal history of many of the same things that he's accused of today. This seems to be a fair and reasonable offer from the state, given his circumstance and given that, yeah, and given what everyone else would have to do. So I don't see how his circumstance is any different than anybody else that comes before the court that that is required to do something because of admitting that they committed these offenses. So if he wishes to plead guilty, I'm happy to accept the state's recommendation. If not, we can return it to the division judge and he can have his day in court.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I just request a moment to speak to him to iron out the last.
Of course, we'll come back to him. We'll be back with you, Mr. Joseph.
All right, next we got number 9, Mr. Ferrer.
Morning, Mr. White.
Morning, Your Honor.
Negotiated plea?
That's correct, Judge.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Farrar. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Would you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Mr. Sirocco?
Thank you, Your Honor. With respect to the criminal trespass, the state's recommendation here is 12 months served, 120 days, credit for time served, balance probated, behavioral health evaluation, any recommended treatment, 40 hours community service, and stay away from the Exxon that is located at 1105 Holcomb Bridge Road in Roswell. Absolutely do not return back to that Exxon. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
We do stipulate for the purposes of the plea, Your Honor, we would just ask that his probation terminate once he completes the requirements. He understands he has another 35 days approximately in jail to do.
We would object to the termination, Judge. There's a history of criminal trespass convictions at this exact location. Multiple, I'd say it looks like 4 since 2023. And Yeah, that the state would object to termination of probation.
I'll have it go non-reporting, Mr. White.
Thank you, Judge.
If nothing further, Mr. Ferreira, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 0072228Y, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation? You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. When you complete the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes.
Then number 52, Mr. Upkins.
Good morning, Ms. Tucker.
This-
Morning, Ms. Tucker.
Good morning. Mayor. This will be a negotiated plea.
Very good, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Upkins. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state's all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Upkins. Mr. Soroka?
Yes, Your Honor. On the criminal trespass, state's recommendation is 12 months served, 90 days. Credit for time served, balance probated, 40 hours community service, stay away from 235 Peachtree Street, as well as stay away from all MARTA premises and property in accordance with the permanent ban. We would ask for that the defense stipulate a factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
We do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea, Your Honor. And Mr. Upkins does have housing issues. We are, of course, requesting that he speak with our social worker. But we are also requesting of the court that his probation fees be waived and that once he completes the terms, he be allowed to go non-reporting.
No objection to non-reporting, Judge.
Mr. Upkins, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 007379A, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Okay.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation? Say it again for me. You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Upkins. We will have a social worker visit with you to assist you with your housing. Once you complete the terms of the probation, I will have it go to a non-reporting status. And while you're on probation, I'll waive the probation fees to help you stay on your feet. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Next we have 20. You ready for, back to, my man,
I can go back to,
we go back to 26 to 28, Mr. Joseph.
Okay.
And if we are taking a plea on this case, state forgot to ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID. But that's if we're taking a plea.
And where are we with Mr. Joseph?
yes, Your Honor, I talked over the terms again one more time with Mr. Joseph. And he communicates to me that he would like to take a no-low plea to these terms, Your Honor.
I'm not going to allow a no-lo given his history.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, then in that case, you'd still want to take a plea.
Okay. That's the case. Nothing further, Mr. Soroka?
Nothing further, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Joseph, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 005000C, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. And in case 25 CR 005001C, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting. Is that correct? Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? Say it again for me.
Oh,
Okay, you've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
No.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
yeah,
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
no,
I'll accept the plea, Mr. Joseph, with the terms outlined by the state. Good luck to you, sir.
And Your Honor, apologies if the moment has passed, but we would just like to request a waiver of probation fees given Mr. Joseph's financial situation and just ask for probation to be non-reporting upon completion of the terms.
I'll waive 2 months of the probation fees, and once he completes the terms, I'll have it go to a non-recording status.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. Good luck to you, Mr. Joseph.
all right, if you got 22 and 23, Ms. Jones.
This is also non-negotiated.
Yes, it is, Your Honor. Yes, it's.
And Mr. Sirocco, I'm not sure if you were with me or who was with me at the last 2 SAP calendars. I have requested personally that this law and decision-making course is something be sent to me regarding that course. I have yet to receive that. I've talked with probation. They were having some issues with it. So before I move forward with ordering that course, I need to have some more information about it, and I need to communicate with probation about it. So I've given the state the opportunity on 2 of the past SAP calendars to get me that, and I have not received any information. As soon as I receive some information, I'm happy to go ahead and start ordering that if it's something that we can get done. But until then, I'm not going to require them to have to receive the law and decision-making course or have to do it.
Judge, I know that ASG Spear had sent information and contacts to probation regarding the Op 21. I'm just trying to find the email from her.
Okay, that's fine. I was just informing you before we go forward that I have not received it myself.
Yeah, I'll reach. I can't find it here. I'm gonna reach out to ASG Spear and see if she can re-forward that to me.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Mrs. Rucker. Let's see. Mr. Jones, good morning. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. This is non-negotiated. Is that correct, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Washington, do you have Mr. Jones's history for me?
And what is this non-negotiated to? What is the issue?
Well, the issue that Mr. Jones had with the offered plea deal is it was very much, I think it was the same as the past SAP plea offer, but I think there were 2 terms that were a little bit worse. It was instead of 8 weeks anger management, 12 weeks, and then instead of 60 hours community service, I believe it was 80 hours community service. So given Mr. Jones' financial burdens and financial stresses, he wouldn't be able to pay for those anger management classes, and as well as, community service cutting into his time to work a job and provide for his 3 children, as well as I think some of the time requirements, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
And I believe that last offer was made with respect to just one of the cases. There was the additional case that we have, the false report. Yeah, that's a new one. So there's a new global recommendation for that. But okay, we can proceed.
Thank you. Ms. Washington?
Yes, Your Honor, there are 88 arrest cycles. The last arrest was in August of this year for felony theft by shoplifting. That case is open and pre-indicted. There's also an open case from 2023 for felony theft by shoplifting and battery. That case is indicted. There's a 2024 misdemeanor conviction for disorderly conduct, and that was reduced from terroristic threat. 2021 felony conviction for theft by shoplifting. 2020 NOLO plea to criminal trespass. 2020 felony conviction for ag assault and criminal trespass. 2020 felony for theft by shoplifting. 2018 disorderly conduct. 2017 felony conviction for aggravated assault. 2011 felony conviction for terroristic threat. 2008 3 counts of aggravated assault. In regards to any FTAs, there's an FTA in 2025, 2017, 2015, and that's all that I saw in the last 10 years, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Washington. Mrs. Rocco?
Thank you, Your Honor. So the first incident, which is the simple battery, terroristic threats and acts. Actually, I'll reword this. Simple battery against a police officer, that's count 1. The simple battery, a second charge, count 2, and then count 3, terroristic threats and acts. This incident took place November 6, 2025 at multiple MARTA locations in Atlanta. One of them being the Midtown MARTA station, and then the MARTA police headquarters at 2420 Piedmont Road. Officers responded after the defendant was initially detained at the Midtown MARTA station. He was sitting in the back of the police vehicle there and spit through a cracked window at one of the officers. It landed on the officer's forehead. And the defendant was ultimately transported to HQ while being placed in the seatbelt in the MARTA transport van. The defendant, who was wearing a spit mask, managed to spit on a different officer as well. That landed on his face and mouth. That was the second time he was able to spit on an officer there, and then ultimately stated he was going to kill that second officer, and that second officer was a marked man. So hence the charges here. And with respect to the other case, position 23, false report of a crime, that was also November 6, 2025. The defendant had he stated that a MARTA police officer had sexually assaulted him at the Lindbergh precinct, and while at Grady Hospital, he states that the officer had sexually assaulted him. He said he made me SSD and basically digitally penetrated him. And due to the statements, the forensic kit was completed for the defendant. Detective also reviewed the body-worn footage and observed that the defendant was escorted to the bathroom, and both body cameras, 2 officers recorded the escort. And while officers stood in the bathroom, it showed that they gave him the opportunity to use the urinal. And once he was finished, he was placed back in the handcuffs and escorted during the time frame in which the claims were made by the defendant. There was no misconduct, no assault, and that was shown by video footage. The state's recommendation here is with respect to position 22, count 1, the simple battery against an officer, 12 months probation concurrent with count 3, 80 hours community service. Count 2, the simple battery would merge with count 1, and count 3, the terroristic threats and acts. The state's recommendation is 12 months, served 60 days, credit for time served, balance probated, MHET prior to release, 12-week anger management, stay away from all MARTA premises and property in accordance with the permanent suspension that he has. And for the false report of a crime, position 23, state's recommendation is 12 months probation concurrent with the case for position 22. We are recommending that Op 21 law and decision making course, and I did on that receive information that was sent by ASG Spear. I will forward to Your Honor right now. The states would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. And I mean, pretrial went through it, but he has a number of terroristic threats and acts cases, one amended to disorderly conduct, another conviction from 2011, recent ag assault convictions, 2017, 2020, and other battery and theft by shoplifting arrests cases, open theft by shoplifting. And one of those actually has another, the one indicted in Cobb in 2024. That also has a willful obstruction and criminal trespass associated with it. So there is an issue with respect to his behavior with law enforcement. That's more than evident. He clearly has issues with anger, and we believe MHET as well would be appropriate here. So that's the rationale behind the state's recommendation. Again, we would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Yes, Mr. Muhammad Ahmed.
Yes, Your Honor. So, Mr. Jones, his main reasons what we are bringing this as a non-negotiated plea, Your Honor, it's a couple of reasons, specifically the overall one being, once again, the financial burdens, as I stated earlier, having to do with anger management course, having also to do with any missed opportunities to work from community service as well. Obviously a little bit less so worried than the anger management course and the law and decision-making course regarding that price, as well as the reason of the time served requirement. Mr. Jones wants to get out and start doing the terms of this, the rest of the terms of this deal, be it the probation, be it something that was a community service, of course, and anything else acting in accordance with that active stay away from all marked properties and active suspension. So for those reasons, Your Honor, specifically for Mr. Jones to support his 3 children, for the reasons that this is essentially the same deal that was offered a couple of weeks ago when I was here with Mr. Jones, but a little bit worse, Your Honor, we would ask and put it in your ballpark, Your Honor, to simply ask for a better deal with less of those time served requirements, and also to ask for less of the financial stress. And in addition, to make sure I don't forget, the no mental health evaluation before release, we would just ask for it it's ordered to be after release.
Okay, I'm going to require the, given the history, the 60 days. As far as the simple battery against a police officer goes, instead of 80 hours, I will require 60 hours of community service. For the false report of a crime, instead of the law and decision-making class, I will order 20 hours of community service. That will be 80 hours total. Instead of the 12 weeks anger management, I'll require the 8 weeks of anger management. All the other terms that the state requests, I will require. So if he wants to accept the, wants to take a plea with those terms, we can go forward. If not, we can return it to the division judge.
Your Honor, I just a moment to talk to Mr. Jones.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, that email should be in your inbox, whether or not you order it for this case, but hopefully that provides you some information with respect to the OP21 course.
Thank you.
All right, next we have number 1, Mr. Beck.
Negotiated plea, Mr. White.
Yes, it is, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Beck. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Before I move on, Mr. Melnick, are you with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning. Do you have a case on my calendar this morning?
It's a female inmate, Ashley Laster.
And what are we doing with Miss Laster today?
So I had filed a motion to set aside the bench warrant and bond forfeiture in this case. She had been scheduled for a hearing in front of Judge Richardson that she didn't receive notice for. I had sent an email to, I guess, the trial division solicitor, who I believe is somebody different from Mr. Scirocco. I mean, I'll be happy to take the case up on this calendar today.
My normal practice, Mr. Melnick, is if another judge has issued a bench warrant, I return it to them to decide whether they lift it or not.
Okay.
So if there's not a reason that I should vary from my practice, then more than likely I'll be returning it to the division judge.
Okay.
If
I don't mind seeing if we could work something out on the cases today either, but I don't know if Mr. Scirocco is in a position to do that or
Yeah,
not.
so there is a case coming to us from Superior Court. They dismissed the relevant felony charge on that case. So it's currently a PI case, but its misdemeanor charges are coming to us. We wouldn't want to make an offer on all of the cases before we deal with that. We don't want her coming back.
Gotcha.
You know, so we were asking for a reset for these cases for a week.
Okay.
With respect to that PI case.
Okay. All right.
You
Well, I
want
will
me-
explain that to her.
Okay, do you want me to put this on next week's SAP calendar, Mr.
That'll be
Melnick?
fine, Judge. Yes.
Okay, so
If I
we'll
don't work it out
reset.
before then. Yeah.
Okay, very good. We'll reset Miss Laster until next Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Thank
December
you.
deadline.
Anything further?
No, not from me, Your Honor.
Is
right.
is Your Honor aware of who I would reach out to expedite that process? With respect to transference, I mean, I know it's coming our way, but I'd like to make sure we can actually deal with it come SAP calendar next week.
Mr. Jordan.
Mr. Jordan? Okay. I'll send him an email. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day,
Thank you.
Mr. Melnick.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. I apologize, Mr. Beck. Yes, Mr. Strong. Okay, we can proceed with Mr. Beck, Mr. Scirocco, whenever you're ready.
Oh, Mr. Beck, thank you. Appreciate you keeping me on task here, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for Mr. Beck is on count 1, simple battery, family violence, 12 months served, 60 days, credit for time served, balance probated. The FIP, no further contact with Angie Coverson. Stay away from 4900 Delano Road in Atlanta. That is an apartment complex. I don't have the name, but it is an apartment complex. No further contact with the children of Angie Coverson unless allowed under prior conditions, being CSEC. No firearms. And counts 2 and 3 would merge with count 1. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. And if we could sound for Ms. Coverson at this time.
If Ms. Angie Coverson is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Mr. White?
Sorry, Your Honor, we do stipulate for the purpose of the plea. We just ask the probation go to non-reporting once he completes the FEIP. We're asking for to waive 3 months of fees so that he can apply that to the class.
Okay.
We would object to non-reporting given his prior convictions, one against the same victim, and this being a family violence case.
All right, Mr. Beck, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 007456F, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery family violence. Is that correct? Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? Say it again for me.
Sorry.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty? Say it again.
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Beck. I will waive 3 months of your probation fees to help you get on your feet. And once you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. You'll still be on probation, but you won't have to pay the fees and report, okay? Good luck to you. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Ron.
If we have number 2, Mr. Benton.
What we talking about? What we talking about, it's no different than what we talked about first.
And what are we doing with Mr. Benton this morning?
Your Honor, Mr. Benton's going to be a negotiated plea.
Very good. Good morning, Mr. Benton. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Mr. Sirocco?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's recommendation on the battery charge here is 12 months, served 60 days, credit for time served, balance probated, 12-week anger management course, MHET, no further contact with the victim Armani Phillips here and her family, and stay away from 464 Edgewood Avenue in Atlanta, as well as 40 hours community service. We did speak with the victim, the victim's mother here, stated that her daughter has been shaky since this incident and doesn't want to take public transportation. They do not know the defendant, but they were on a bus headed to Piedmont Park for a gospel concert. And when they got off, the defendant attacked the victim. She does not agree with the recommendation. She does not believe the defendant is going to do what the state's recommending here. They believe he's going to run away and do it to someone else. She states, especially since he did it to 3 other women that day. I don't have specific information with respect to that. But we would sound for Ms. Quovatus Shack at this time. And we would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Ms. Shack is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Doesn't appear so. Mr. White?
Stipulate for the purpose of the plea, ask the probation go non-reporting once he completes all of his requirements and waive 2 months of fees.
And we would object to the non-reporting. He's got some recent violent convictions. And I mean, personally, I think that even the time required to serve is too low, but this was not my offer here, Your Honor. Recent convictions for battery, simple battery, from 2023 through 2025. So we are concerned about that and we would object. But outside of that, that is all for the state.
Does he have housing issues, Mr. White?
No, Judge.
Mr. Benton, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 007438G, you wish to plead guilty to battery. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yeah.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Benton, I am going to require that you be on probation the entire time, but I will waive your probation fees for you while you're on probation to help you stay on your feet, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, sir.
All right, next we got number 7, Mr. Bryant, Frederick Bryant.
We get a negotiated plea, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, no, Your Honor, he's actually changed his mind and will be entering a not guilty plea, and I'll just file a waiver.
Okay. Since he's here, you want me to arraign him?
Doesn't make it. It's not necessary, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Bryant, your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. Good luck to you, sir.
The attorney that has your case comes to see you. Yeah, you can do that, of course.
All right, next we have position number 16, Mr. Harrison.
At this point, this is a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Harrison. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. Good morning, sir. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Swear.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down, Mr. Harrison. Mr. Sirocco?
Yes, Your Honor. On the criminal trespass, count 1 state's recommendation is 12 months served, 30 days, credit for time served, balance probated, 40 hours community service, stay away from the Red Roof Inn, and that is located at 2250 Old National Parkway. I'll confirm the exact location. Count 2 states recommending 12 months probation concurrent with count 1, ADET, no alcohol or drugs. And with respect to count 3, the willful obstruction, states recommending 12 months probation concurrent with count 1 and a $300 fine. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
We do stipulate. Sorry, Your Honor. We do stipulate for the purpose of the plea. We just request that the $300 fine be converted to an additional 30 hours of community service, waive 2 months of fees, and allows probation to terminate or non-reporting once it completes all its requirements.
And that Old National Parkway address, that is in Atlanta, the 2250.
Are there any issues with housing?
Yes, sir. I stay in the railroad.
Can I have 1 second?
Of course, go ahead.
All right, Your Honor, he was staying at the Red Roof Inn, but he says that he can stay with his mother in McDonough. So we would ask for a one-time police escort to the Red Roof to get any belongings that he had there. Additionally, we'd ask that he be allowed to report by phone and email due to the fact that he doesn't have transportation to get back and forth from McDonough.
Nothing further. Mr. Harrison, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 007470E, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass, possession and use of drug-related objects, and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation? You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right? Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty? I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Harrison. I will waive 2 months of your probation fees to help you get on your feet and get a job. I'll convert the $300 fine to 30 hours of community service. I'll allow you to go back to the Red Roof on one occasion with law enforcement to retrieve any belongings that you might have there. It's fine with the court if you report. If you don't have to personally report, but you report by phone or any other way that they can assist you. And once you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
I will go to South Annex next. ACDC next.
Okay. ACDC, are you with us?
I don't believe they're on the line. I've been sending them chats and attempting to call because all of my clients are there. I haven't been able to get in contact with anyone.
Can we give them a call, courtroom 2, as soon as they're ready for us? We can move forward.
Yeah, because Mr. Amaya talked to his client now.
Okay, so there's nobody else in courtroom 2 that we can take right now?
Oh, you ready? Never mind. We're gonna go back to 22 and 23.
Okay. And where are we with Mr. Jones?
Your Honor, the client has asked me to communicate a couple more things, just to reiterate the question about the mental health evaluation and treatment before release. And just request once again it be post-release, and then also to reemphasize the financial burdens. Mr. Jones communicates to me that he would not be able to pay for the anger management classes or any of the other classes. We do appreciate coming off the decision-making course. And then I already advised Mr. Jones of the risks of speaking on his own behalf, but I believe he still would like to do so, Your Honor.
Tell me again, if you haven't already, how many days has he been in custody?
I believe 26 days, Your Honor. I might be mistaken though.
And Mr. Jones, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. It's my understanding that counsel has also advised you, but you'd wish to speak to the court.
Yes.
Okay, and just know that that you're still under oath, Mr. Jones, and that that the solicitor's office, the ones that are prosecuting you here, are also on the line listening. So if you want to speak directly to me, you can go ahead.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you, sir.
What I was trying to tell the offender is, my job is not really paying a lot, and I'm the only person that really providing with my family. And I was letting him know that by me got all these terms, it's gonna be hard for me to make it. Cause rent, people rent over, they ain't gonna say, well, what you gotta do? They're gonna try to put you out, and it's cold out there, and I'm not trying to lose, have my family financial burden on someone else other than me, cause them already kids, and the mom is not, she don't have a job, she's sick. And I'm just, if you can, like, the mental health situation, like, where I can be able to work without, having any problem with going to work, like going to them classes, I cannot do that because they're not gonna pay me to go to the classes, and I don't have any money to give. Cause they're young kids. No one taking care of them.
How many children do you have, and how old are they?
3, 6, and 9. They have to go to school. I have to make sure everything.
And they live with you?
Yes, sir. I've been here like 26 days, and I'm already having a problem with trying to talk to the people about being behind.
And you do know that I have lowered your, the requirement for your anger management to 8 weeks instead of 12 weeks, and that you can do that online, right? So that's not, you can do that online, and
And you can't do it online? I didn't
yes,
know
sir.
that. I didn't know
Yes.
that.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that online. And as far as the community service goes, you know, you're gonna have, if you choose, up to 12 months to get that done. So I've lowered 1 to 80 hours of from 80 to 60 hours of community service. And I have added an additional 20 hours, but I've taken off the law and decision-making class, so you don't have to take that. So you should be able to work that out with your schedule at some point in time. But the sooner you get it done, the sooner you wouldn't be on reporting probation. That will give you the opportunity to either get it done and get off of probation and not reporting earlier. But if you need the whole 12 months, then you'll have the whole 12 months to get it done.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I want to ask you one more thing. Okay, by me being in here 26 days, and if you find in your heart, you know what I'm saying, I'm already behind on paying, and my family on verge of getting evicted. Is it possible that I can get out today, because I got a job to go to, and I really want to try to catch it up so they won't be, you know, out there stressing about it?
Stand, and you have been in a good bit of time, so I will require that that instead of 60 days, 52 days. So 12 months probation, credit for time, credit for 52 days, credit for time served 26 days, and the balance probated. So if you don't have anything else holding you, then you would get out whenever the jail could process you out.
Okay, and so but mental health thing. What is it? So if they say those they release me this week with that mental health situation hold me down if they don't come?
Well, since you're gonna be on probation, I don't know if you're gonna need any treatment or not. Since you're gonna be on probation, you can do the mental health evaluation while you're not in custody.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that'll just be one of your requirements of probation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other questions?
I think you did pretty good today.
Okay, very good. So do you need to go back and speak with your attorney there to discuss this further with him?
Yeah, just a little slightly.
Okay, that's fine. So, do you need to, so you've got what I would, order, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, all right. So just let me know when you're ready. Let's see, Mr. Murphy, good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Who do you have on my calendar today?
Judge, I have, excuse me, petition 38, and Mr. Scirocco had sent a recommendation. I haven't had a chance to speak to my client about it. I'm kind of pressed for time. I was hoping we can reset it for Thursday, and I'll see him at the jail tomorrow. There's quite a few items of probation, and I want to make sure that if he wanted to take clear with what all that's going to be required.
Okay, so that's Mr. Mitchell. Is this a, give me just 1 second to take a look at it.
And I haven't really received any discovery. I'm trying to, if he wants it, I got to walk him through it.
They're asking for 36 days. Is this going to be a time served plea? Do you know?
I do not, Judge, and that's why I'm going to have to ask him.
Okay, and the reason I'm asking you is I don't, I do SAP on Tuesdays, and I hate to push it off on another judge on Thursday. If you could, if he wants to, if we can do that, then I'd rather reset it till next Tuesday. But I don't want him sitting in jail if it's a time served plea. Ms. Lewis, can you help me with that?
Yeah, he's been in jail for 18 days on this charge. We talk about Mr. Mitchell, position
Mr.
38.
Mitchell, right?
Yeah, he's
All
been
right.
in jail for 18 days.
Okay, I don't want him to have to, if he's going to take a plea, I don't want him to have to sit in jail till next week. So I will have them rescheduled for Thursday, Mr. Murphy.
Thank you, Judge. And if something if he declines it or something, I'll get a waiver in shortly therein. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, all right. And hold on. Is this Mr. Murphy that's sitting here?
It is. Mr. Mitchell.
Yes, good morning, sir. He has his hand up, Mr. Murphy. I don't know do you have the time to call him?
I can't, Judge. If they want me to call him, I'll call him and right now.
I want him to be able to answer any questions that he has. So if you can, quorum two, if you can make Mr. Mitchell available, Mr. Murphy's gonna call. Thank you. All right, and that's your only case on the calendar today, Mr. Murphy?
I just need somebody to text me that line.
Okay.
Thanks.
Can somebody tell Mr. Murphy the phone number?
4-4-6-1-2-2239.
Noted. Thank you, Judge. I'll jump off now.
All right, have a good day.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I'm also waiting on South Annex to join. I have a client that I need to speak with over there. I've also not been able to get in contact with anyone. Is someone in courtroom too? Are you able to get in contact with South Annex?
I got to give you their number.
I'm sorry?
I'll send the number in the chat.
No,
I
have the
believe she
number.
has.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Ms. Tucker. Go
I just
ahead.
haven't been able to successfully get anyone on the line and to join the Zoom. I'm not sure what's the hold up at.
Okay. Bring. No.
I don't know, I'll never probably invite you on that program. Yeah, I know you saw it. I don't. Yeah, I don't think they end up with it, right? Those 12 seconds, I think.
Anybody get your guy now?
What's that?
Get your other guy now.
Just one.
Morning, Ms. McLeod. I hope you're doing well today.
Good morning, Your Honor. I am. Thank you for asking.
Do you have announcements on your cases this morning, or where are we with them?
I need to speak to Mr. Bledsoe, Your Honor. And my other case, my understanding is that the state has requested a reset on that one for a week.
And
All right, we have number 3, Mr. Bledsoe here.
okay, Ms. McLeod's gonna need to speak with him, so can we get him to a phone?
Sure. Okay, we'll call you just.
Thank you.
There you go. 4 minutes. Oh, yeah, we're waiting. Yeah.
He coming back on Zoom, please?
Yeah, Ms. Tucker said she's trying to call. It's a really. Back here. Okay. That was Milton. She said, y'all ready? I'm like, you know.
Judge,
Yes, Mr. Murphy.
that's going to be a plea this morning on Mitchell.
Okay,
And as a housekeeping matter, he's authorized me to sign off on the paperwork on his behalf.
He's right in front of you, Judge.
all right, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Mitchell. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can place your hand down, sir. You with me, Mr. Sirocco?
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry, I forgot I turned off my Zoom here. The state's recommendation for the simple battery for Mr. Mitchell is 12 months, served 36 days, credit for time served, balance probated, 12-week anger management, BHET, and stay away from 3897 Main Street. And that is that location is Tom, Dick, and Hank. 3897 Main Street is in Atlanta, Georgia, Your Honor.
That's in College Park.
Park.
College
Oh,
Park.
these things lead me astray. Okay, College Park it is then. We are asking for no further contact with the victim. I don't want to mention his name. We spoke with the victim. One of his concerns was he doesn't want the defendant to know his name. He wants, no further contact with him. But that is, the court should have it, but I can always provide it if need be with respect to putting it on the order. So no further contact with the victim. And he stated he's in agreement with the plea offer and understands it as well. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. And if the victim in this case wishes to speak, I would imagine not, but we would ask that the court sound for him at this time. And we would also ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
We do
Well,
so
just as a-
stipulate.
All right. Well, if he needs to stay away from somebody, he's gonna need the name of the person he needs to stay away from, right? And it's gonna be on the order. So, you can't have somebody stay away from somebody who they don't know who they are.
Judge,
Correct.
Judge, I
Yes.
have told my client, I was unaware I told my client who the alleged victim was.
Okay.
And remotely knows, he doesn't know him thoroughly, and he'll stay away from that location and that person.
All right.
Okay.
If it's already been
All right.
made known to him, we are asked for no further contact with Julius Sarmiento. And that is all for the state here, if the defense would stipulate.
Yes, we do stipulate.
Okay. Mr. Mitchell, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 007412Y, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. Is that correct? Okay. Unmute there for me, Court. Thank you. Go ahead again.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Mitchell, when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
Judge, as
Yes,
a
sir.
housekeeping matter, my client's employed as a dishwasher at Four Seasons Hotel. He's not sure if that employment is going to come back to him immediately. I'd ask the court to consider just waiving the first 2 months of probation fees.
Okay, and I'll waive the first two months of probation to help you get on your feet, Mr. Mitchell. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have. We
Have a
appreciate the
good
great.
day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you,
All right.
Mr. Murphy.
Mr. Bledsoe?
And what are we gonna do with Mr. Bledsoe? Ms.
It's a
McLeod?
negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Okay. Yes, good morning again, Mr. Bledsoe. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Soroka.
Yes, Your Honor. On count one, the Lloyd or Prowl, the state's recommendation is 12 months, served 30 days, credit for time served, balance probated. We are, again, recommending the Op 21 Law and Decision-Making course. Hope Your Honor was able to look at the email sent and the link. 40 hours community service. Stay away from the retreat at Greenbrier Apartments, and that is located at 3000 Continental Colony Parkway in Atlanta. Count two, the willful obstruction, state's recommendation is 12 months probation concurrent with count one, $300 fine. We would ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
We do so stipulate.
Anything further, Ms. McLeod?
Your Honor, I would ask that his probation go non-reporting once he's completed all conditions.
And no objection, non-reporting, Judge.
Okay. And all right, Mr. Bledsoe, it's my understanding in case 25 CR 004381B, you wish to plead guilty to loitering and prowling and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Bledsoe, when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation. Good luck to you, sir.
Judge, you're granting the 21 law decision class now?
I am. And especially for somebody his age, I think it would be helpful. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good rest of your day, Ms. McLeod. We'll
Thank
see
you,
next
Your
time.
Honor.
Thank you.
You don't have Mr. Pitts?
My understanding was that they had asked for a continuance on his case for a week, the
We did.
state.
That's correct.
All right,
So,
next
Mr.
up-
Pitts,
My
be reset until
understanding
next
was
week.
that they had sent it up to felony. They're waiting to see whether it's going to be accepted or not.
And that is still the case.
okay, we will reset it until next Tuesday. If it's not transferred.
And I don't
before.
believe that's the only thing that's holding him, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Ms. McLeod.
You're welcome.
Anyone else we can take in courtroom two?
Absolutely. We can go to number 39, Mr. Munford.
Okay. This is going to be a negotiated plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Good morning, Mr. Munford. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Mr. Sirocco?
Yes, Your Honor. On count one, the willful obstruction, state's recommendation is 12 months probation, credit for time served, balance probated, $300 fine, and count two, the giving false info. 12 months probation concurrent with count one. We are fine with termination after completion of the conditions. We would ask the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, we do stipulate venue and the facts of the plea as well, and identity. Your Honor, we just request that the court accepts this plea of 12 months probation, balance probate, $300 fine, and concurrent 12-month probation as well. We just would like to get this over with for Mr. Munford, Your Honor.
What was the obstruction, Mr. Scirocco?
I can pull that up here, Your Honor, if you just give me a moment.
Well, what I really wanted to know is why he was stopped and
There was I believe he
requested.
was stopped due to with a warrant. I believe that was the case, but let me double check. Yeah, he had warrants out of City of Atlanta on a different case. And this was a response to looking for an individual who was who had run away from home, and this was in the course of the officer's investigation. He had the obstruction specifically was for refusing to put his hands behind his back and pulling away so that he could not be detained here. And then with respect to the giving false information, that was he gave the name Derrico Mumford as opposed to his legal name here. So that was a false name given to an officer. And ultimately, yeah, he also began to run out the back of the house that the law enforcement responded to. And law enforcement had to pull out the taser and deploy it. As he was fleeing, and there were it was a whole ordeal, it looks like, getting this individual detained here, jumping fences, or trying to jump fences, and just refusing verbal commands. So that is that's the factual basis here, Judge.
Okay.
Your Honor, I would just ask once again for more clear explanation why specifically Mr. Munford was stopped as to what the warrant was or what the actual reason was.
How did he come into contact with the police in the first place?
Law enforcement had responded to a report that an individual, not the defendant, had been running away from home. The defendant was one of the individuals on scene there. Officer asked for the defendant and the other individual to provide their IDs. They both stated they didn't have it. And then it was at that point the defendant provided the false name. And when,
That's good enough, Judge. That part was just unclear. We understand now.
Okay, anything further before I take the plea?
Nothing else from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Munford, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 006297C, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers and giving false information to law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges. And that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Mr. Mumford, I'll accept the plea as negotiated. The $300 fine, it will be time served on both cases. The $300 fine, I'm going to suspend.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, I just request a waiver of probation fees.
He's not going to. He's not gonna be on probation. It's time served on both cases.
My apologies, Your
I
Honor. I was-
suspended the $300 fine, so.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, we're gonna go back to 22 and 23, Mr. Jones.
I don't need it. It's cluttering.
okay, where are we with Mr. Jones?
Your Honor, I talked with Mr. Jones as to the terms. I just wanted to go over them one more time, and then we would be ready to take the plea, Your Honor. So the 12 months probation, mental health evaluation, treatment after release, 8 weeks anger management classes, 80 hours community service, and then a stay away from Omar properties in accordance with the active suspension, Your Honor.
So let me repeat that so that this, if he is going to take a plea, Ms. Lewis can get it down properly. For the terroristic threats and acts, if he chooses to take a plea, the court sentence would be 12 months to serve 52 days, credit for time served 26 days, balance probated, an MHET that he can do while he's on probation, 8 weeks of anger management. He's to stay away from all MARTA premises and properties in accordance with the permanent suspension. For the simple battery against a police officer, it will be 12 months concurrent with 60 hours of community service. And for the false report of a crime, it will be 12 months concurrent with 20 hours of community service. Got your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is that what he wants to accept?
These are the terms. You take the terms.
It's just, we're gonna go and we're ready. We understand that we discussed all of this, there's not a lot we can do
You
about it.
have 12 months to go over.
No, you can't do that. Look,
Yes, sir. Yes.
Ms. Lewis, did you get that?
Yes, sir, I have it.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Mr. Jones, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 007213A, you wish to plead guilty to terroristic threats and acts and simple battery against a police officer. And in case 25 CR 007480A, you wish to plead guilty to false report of a crime. Is that correct?
Yes.
And before we proceed any further with a colloquy, Your Honor, did defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID? I don't remember that.
Yes, Your Honor. My apologies.
Thank you.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning, Mr. Jones?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right? Say it again.
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea, Mr. Jones. I've already articulated the court's sentence. I will have your cases go non-reporting once you complete all of the terms. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees. Good luck to you, sir.
And Your Honor, I would just ask for a waiver of the probation fees, just for financial burdens.
I'll wait 2 months to help him get on his feet.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Going to 17 through 19, Mr. Johnson, Malik Johnson.
Okay. Also a negotiated plea?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, are we ready, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And could I get the position number for this, Your Honor?
17 through 19.
Okay,
Mr.
thank you.
Johnson. Mr. Johnson, you ready for me? If you need time to speak, I'm happy to give you that. Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say it again for me.
I do.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Mr. Sirocco?
Thank you, Judge. On position 17, the theft by conversion, state's recommendation is 12 months probation, anti-theft, restitution in the amount of $503.95 to the Family Dollar, and specifically that location for which we are asking a stay away is 299 Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard. And before I move on, I want to confirm that address. It states Atlanta, but if someone sees as a different area, let me know. For position 18, the criminal trespass, state's recommendation is 12 months probation, BHET, 20 hours community service, and stay away from all MARTA premises and property in accordance with active suspension. And as for position 19, that is the willful obstruction of law enforcement and the reckless conduct, respectively, for count 1, 12 months probation concurrent with count 2, $300 fine, and count 2, 12 months served 40 days, credit for time served, balance probated, MHET, Op 21 law and decision making course, and 60 hours community service, as well as no firearms. This case did involve an officer's firearm, so we're asking for no firearms on that. We would ask the defense stipulate a factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea, and I believe that is all for the state.
Yes, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, I just wanted to clarify one term. I think it was for the first position 17, the theft by conversion. I think Mr. Sirocco mentioned a anti-theft course. I'm just double checking. My computer's being a little bit slow, but I'm trying to see if that was in the offer. I don't believe it was. Oh, yes, it was. Okay. In that case, my handwriting is too bad for me to read, Your Honor. Then we would stipulate the factual basis as well as identity and venue.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 006414F, you wish to plead guilty to theft by conversion. In case 25 CR 007404F, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. And in case 25 CR 005750F, you wish to plead guilty to willful obstruction of law enforcement officers and reckless conduct. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Johnson, when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
And then we got number 44, Mr. Ragland.
Yeah.
Also a negotiated plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Ragland. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Mr. Sirocco?
Yes, Your Honor. On the criminal trespass, the state's recommendation is 12 months served 30 days, credit for time served, balance probated, behavioral health evaluation, any recommended treatment, 40 hours community service, stay away from the Sylvan Hills Apartments, and that is at 1150 Astor Avenue in Atlanta. We are also recommending no weapons, as he was seen holding a knife in this case, which gave cause to the residents of that community there. We would ask that defense stipulate to factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. That is all for the state.
Ready, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, nothing much to add as to the terms of the plea. This is what we reviewed. Defense does stipulate to the factual basis, ID, and venue. We just request that the court accepts this plea order.
Mr. Ragland, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 0074443C, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, Your Honor. No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation? You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Ragland. When you complete the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, sir.
And next we got 40 and 41, Mr. O'Neill.
Also a negotiated plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. O'Neill. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Okay. Do you need some time to speak with counsel, Mr. O'Neill? You good?
No, Your Honor, nothing further.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, Mr. O'Neill? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Sirocco?
Yes, Judge. State's recommendation for this case is 12 months served, 30 days, credit for time served, balance probated, 40 hours community service, $500 fine, stay away from the Dillards, and that is at 1371 Market Street in Atlanta. Upon acceptance of the plea, the state will null pros position 41, the FTA. We would ask that defense stipulate to factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. That is all for the state.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor, nothing to add from the defense as to stipulating. We do stipulate to the factual basis, identity, and venue. We would just request that the court accepts the plea, and we'd also request a waiver of the probation fees given financial stresses from Mr. O'Neill, and we would also request non-reporting upon appropriate time.
Okay. Mr. O'Neill, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007767A, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation? Say it again.
Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. O'Neill, would it be helpful, counsel, if I converted this $500 fine to 50 hours of community service instead of having the fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'll convert the fine to an additional 50 hours of community service. That'll make him, Mr. O'Neill, you have 90 hours to complete of community service. Hopefully you'll be able to do that within the first 2 months. So I'll waive the first 2 months of probation fees to help you get that done. And once you complete the terms by doing the community service, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So if you get it all done in the first 2 months, you won't have to pay any probation fees, and then you won't have to pay fees when you're not reporting to probation, okay? Good luck to you, Mr. O'Neill.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It's got 45, Mr. Seals.
Also a negotiated plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Morning, Mr. Seals. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Nothing but the truth, sir.
Very good. You can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Seals. Mr. Sirocco?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for this case is on count 1, 12 months served, 90 days, credit for time served, balance probated, family violence intervention program, no further contact with Mashia Jones or her children, stay away from 3006 Delmar Lane in Atlanta, no firearms, and 40 hours community service. Count 2 would merge with count 1. We did speak with Ms. Jones about the state's offer here. She expressed that she wants the state to drop the case. This is the state's case now. That was explained to her that we are proceeding. She hopes it never happens again. And she states that her eye is doing okay now. Following the incident, she states that she understands the plea offer and as well as the next steps. So if we could sound for her, if she's online and wishes to speak, Ms. Mashia Jones. We would also ask that the defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
If Ms. Jones is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Mr. Muhammad Arfan?
Yes, Your Honor. Nothing to add from defense as to any of the facts. We would stipulate factual basis, venue, and identity as well. We just request that the court accepts this plea, and we would request just a waiver of probation fees and for it to be a non-reporting upon completion as to the balance probated.
And we would object given that this is family violence and with a prior stalking conviction, 2019. So we would object to that. That is all for the state.
Mr. Seals, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 007385B, you wish to plead guilty to battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Yes, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. We'll waive 2 months of the probation fees to help you get on your feet. Once you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. You'll still be on probation, but you won't have to pay the fees and report. Good luck to you, sir.
Hey, we're gonna pass the baton to ACDC.
Okay.
Good morning,
morning.
Your Honor.
Good morning. Good to see you as always. Who do we have first?
Position 13 and 14, Mr. Hammond. Come up here and have a seat.
This is a negotiated plea, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Hammond. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear? Good morning, sir. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Swafford.
For the criminal trespass judge, the state's recommendation is 12 months served, 94 days. Credit for time served, balance probated, BHET, stay away from the Texaco gas station at 2716 MLK Jr. Drive in Atlanta. And upon acceptance of the plea, the state will null pros position 14, the FTA here. We would ask that defense stipulate a factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
We do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea, Your Honor. And we will request that once he completes the behavioral health eval, that probation terminate or go non-reporting.
We would object to termination. We're fine with non-reporting. We do want him to stay away from 2716, the Texaco.
Okay.
However, that's not something that can be monitored by probation. So we would still ask for termination.
Right, we didn't object to non-reporting.
Mr. Hammond, it's my understanding in case 25 CR 0007578H, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up that right? You have a right to a jury trial if you want to have a jury trial.
I'm good.
Okay, but because you're pleading guilty, you're giving that right to have a jury trial up. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Has anybody forced you to plead guilty?
Nah.
Okay, I'll accept the plea. I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Hammond. I am going to waive the first 2 months of your probation fees to help you get through the BHET. And once you complete the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Hammond.
And Your Honor, I do have a few announcements on some positions. Position 37, Mr. Martin, that's going to be an MH reset. He's currently on SOS status.
When do you want position 37, Mr. Martin? When do you want that reset until?
Next week, if possible.
Okay, so we'll reset position 37, Mr. Martin, until 12th. That'll be the 9th, I believe.
And position 25, Mr. Jordan, is going to be a waiver.
Okay, Reginald Jordan's a waiver. Any other announcements?
Position 53 and 54, Mr. White is going to be a waiver as well, but I did want to address one thing with his case, so.
Okay, and so we'll be with him.
Yes.
Okay, who do we have now?
Position 25, Mr. Jordan.
Oh, okay. So, Mr. Jordan, a waiver will be filed in your case. Your case will be returned to the division judge. You'll get notification of your next hearing date. And what further do we need to address, Ms. Tucker?
Nothing further with Mr. Jordan.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Jordan.
Thank you.
Next, position 53 and 54, Mr. DeAndre White.
And it's also my understanding, good morning, Mr. White, that a waiver will be filed on this case as well. So your case will be returned to the division judge, Mr. White. You'll get notification of your next hearing date as well. Ms. Tucker.
For Mr. White, I did speak with the state regarding the FTA. His address was updated on Odyssey on July 5th of 2024. And subsequently, notice was sent out to an incorrect address. So the state has said they have no objection to the bench warrant being lifted in this matter. So I wanted to.
I was wondering why I didn't see a return to sender notice though.
I see two. I can send it over to the state.
Oh, please do. I just wanted to confirm that.
Okay. Once that's confirmed, Ms. Tucker, if you will provide a a consent to the court to set aside, then we'll get it signed and entered.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. White.
Next is position 43, Ms. Price.
Also a negotiated plea, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Price. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say it again for me.
Nothing but the truth.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down, Ms. Price. Mr. Sirocco?
Yes, Your Honor, with respect to count one, the criminal trespass, state's recommendation is 12 months, served 36 days. Credit for time served, balance probated. We are recommending both BHET and ADET for this defendant here. 40 hours community service. Stay away from the red carpet liquor store, and that is at 687 Cascade Avenue. 687 Cascade Avenue, listed as being in Atlanta. Count two, the pedestrian in the roadway, state will null pros that upon plea to the other charges here. And the willful obstruction, the state's recommendation is 12 months probation. That would be concurrent with the count one here, $300 fine. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
We do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea. And Your Honor, we would ask that on count three, the willful obstruction, that the $300 fine be converted into 30 hours of community service. So that would be a total of 70 hours of community service while on probation. And additionally, Ms. Price has spoken with me. Her and her family are planning to have her enter into a rehab facility. Once that information is confirmed and provided to probation, if she could be allowed to report in over the phone.
If nothing further, Ms. Price, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 007383D, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct? Speak up. Are you under the, thank you, ma'am. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Price, once you go into that facility, then you can report by phone to probation. I'm going to waive your probation fees for you while you're on probation. And when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Okay? Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next, we have position 47 and 48, Ms. Stewart.
Also a negotiated plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning, Ms. Stewart. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You can place your hand down. Mr. Sirocco?
Yes, Your Honor. On the theft by shoplifting, state's recommendation is 12 months served, 30 days, credit for time served, balance probated. Anti-theft course, stay away from the Kroger. That is at 227 Sandy Springs Place in Sandy Springs. Count two, the simple assault, 12 months probation concurrent with count one. No further contact with the victim here, Matthew Pittman, and 60 hours community service. We do want to sound for Mr. Pittman at this time, and we would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea. Upon acceptance of the plea, the state will null pros position 48, the failure to appear.
is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Does not appear so. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, we do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea honor, and we will request that once she completes all the terms, that probation be allowed to go non-reporting.
Okay.
It looks like she has some open theft by shopliftings, Judge. Two in Superior Court here and another one in Cobb County, so we would object to that.
Ms. Stewart, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 002792E, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting and simple assault. Is that correct? Say it again for me. Okay. Okay, thank you. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Stewart. When you complete the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Before we go on, is Jermaine Billingsley on the line? Okay. Who do we have next?
Position 49 and 50, telecommunications.
Also a negotiated plea, Ms. Tucker?
There is one term, it'll be non-negotiated.
Okay, and what term is that? Where is that?
The stay away, we're asking that not be ordered. My client is a resident at this location, in unit 533, so we're asking that she be allowed to return to her residence.
And the Mr. Sirocco?
Yes, Judge. So with respect to the first, I want to make sure this is the first case. Position 49, the reckless conduct and the littering. This all took place at Spectrum Apartments. That's at 1270 Spring Street. The defendant was observed throwing multiple items off the balcony that posed a danger to pedestrians and vehicles below. I believe there was sharp items, including glass as well. There was metal. I believe there was reference to a piece of metal furniture. And this ultimately took place over several days at risk to individuals living there and individuals passing by below. And with respect to the criminal trespass and damage to property, that took place. The defendant was observed on the property on November 14th, 2025. It's the same Spectrum Apartments. She was actively damaging the club room there. Was informed by a resident who saw the defendant throwing coffee on the couches, the floor in the kitchen, the carpet, damaging a flower pot as well. And she also, while he was working on his laptop, poured coffee and milk on the couch, lounge chairs on the coffee table, and the floor by the machines. There are certainly some MH concerns here, and it's important to note that both of these incidents took place at the same address, that same Spectrum Apartments on Spectrum, excuse me, am I saying that correctly? Spectrum Apartments at that Spring Street address, from which the defendant, I see here, was issued a 7-day eviction notice from the management team. It was dated as being issued from last week, and that was from the November 14th criminal trespass damage to property incident. So she was issued eviction notice in early November. So she shouldn't be at the location, hence the stay away. And that's the rationale behind the state's recommendation here, which I will go into for count one on position 49. That is the reckless conduct. State's recommendation is 12 months or 42 days, credit for time served, balance probated. We are asking for MHET prior to release. 40 hours community service and stay away from the Spectrum Apartments address at 1270 Spring Street in Atlanta. Count two, state will null pros upon acceptance of the plea. And with respect to position 50, the criminal trespass and damage to property, state simply asking for 12 months probation concurrent with the reckless conduct case. We would ask that defense stipulate the factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
Okay, so Ms. Tucker?
Yes, so in regards to the stay away, I did see that there was an eviction notice issued, according to the police report, but I don't have a copy of the notice. I'm not sure if the state does. There may be a court date. There are proceedings in regards to the eviction process. I don't want to deny her that due process. She may be able to recover that apartment. A stay away would impede on that process. So I just want to give her the opportunity to work with her leasing office regarding that issue, and she does have a right to that. So that's why we are asking that the stay away not be ordered. Additionally, I'm sure her possessions are still at the property. So if nothing else, we would ask for a police escort to pick up her possessions, but we would really request that she be allowed to go through that eviction process. Otherwise, we do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Okay, well, you all seem to have me between a rock and a hard place. She hasn't been evicted as of yet. It's just the process of being evicted. But she has been criminally trespassed based on, I would imagine, this reckless conduct and the damage to property. So, and if she go out, my concern is that if she goes back there, they'll just issue her another criminal trespass. They'll pick her up again and she'll be right back where she is. So I think what's best is that I'm going to let the eviction, for now, she's not to go back. But she can go back and she can retrieve whatever belongings that she has and she needs there. Then I'll let the eviction process go forward. And if she is not evicted, then I guess she can go back there. But as far as what we'll order for today, she's not to go back to that property pending the eviction, proper eviction, if that's forthcoming. But I will give her a one-time escort to pick up any belongings that are necessary in the meantime. Is that okay, Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. All right, if nothing further, Ms. Teklemarian, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 006778J, you wish to plead guilty to reckless conduct. And in case 25 CR 007381J, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and damage to property. Is that correct?
Speak loudly so we can hear you. Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation? You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up that right? Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty? Say it again.
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. with the terms that have already been articulated. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, ma'am.
What are the terms of the probation?
Mental health evaluation, 40 hours of community service, and I believe, and at this time, stay away from the Spectrum Apartments with the one-time escort. I'm not going to require, though, because this concerns me, Mr. Srocco, because I'm not going to require that she complete the MHET prior to release. Because if there is some need for treatment, I'm not going to keep her in custody while she's being treated. That doesn't make me comfortable. So I'm going to allow her to get out of custody and have while she's on probation, have the MHET.
Understood, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Next is position 51, Ms. Trailer.
Also a negotiated plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Good morning, Ms. Trailer. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Will you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Mr. Srocco?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation on this is, and the charges are listed out of order with respect to how they appear on the calendar, but I'll differentiate here. Count one is the DUI. On that, the state's recommendation is 12 months served 90 days, and that is on account of a prior DUI conviction within the past 10 years. Credit for time served, balance probated, ADET, risk reduction, 2 victim impact panels, $600 fine, and 240 hours community service per the statute. Count 2, the reckless driving would merge with count 1. Count 3, the driving while license suspended or revoked, state's recommending 12 months probation concurrent with count 1 and a $500 fine. The state will null pros the failure to have license on person, that being count 4. Count 5, the obscured or missing license plate. State's recommendation is 12 months probation concurrent with count 1, $135 fine. And for the possession of an open alcohol container, count 6, 12 months probation concurrent with count 1 and a $200 fine. We would ask that defense stipulate a factual basis, venue, and ID for purposes of the plea.
We do so stipulate for the purpose of the plea. And Your Honor, we will request that on count 1, the $600 statutory fine be converted into 30 hours of community service, as well as count 3, the $500 fine be converted into 50 additional hours of community service. She is willing to complete the 350 hours of community service over the course of the year. Due to her financial difficulties, she's currently disabled from a previous being victimized of gun violence. So those injuries are, she's currently not employed. So we are asking for those conversions.
Okay, so you want all of the fines to be converted to community service, Ms. Tucker?
If the court will allow, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so but $600 fine would be 60 hours of community service. The $500 fine would be 50 hours of community service, and the $200 fine would be 20 hours of community service. And I guess the $135 fine would be 13 hours of community service.
Yes.
Okay. Along with the 240 hours of community service for the DUI. I think I've gotten them all. Okay, is that what was requested?
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe you covered it.
All right, thank you. If nothing further, Ms. Traylor, it's my understanding that in case 25 CR 007365G, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence of alcohol, driving while your license was suspended or revoked, obscured or missing license plate, and possession of an open alcohol container. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges and not by pleading guilty to them. You've given up that right? Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Traylor, when you complete the terms, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Can you tell me the term?
The
term?
total community.
Yes.
All right, let me get out my calculator.
I guess I'll be doing them every day.
I have 383 hours of community service.
Woo. And so when would I have
Yes.
to pay it off? What do I owe or have to pay?
So we're converting all of those fines that you had to community service. So you won't have to pay any money fines, okay? You can do that all through community service.
So what?
And additionally, Your Honor, I'm sorry, I did forget to request that her probation fees be waived while she is on probation.
I'll waive 3 months of the probation fees to help her get on her feet, Ms.
Thank
Tucker.
you, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, man.
Bye.
All right. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
And we have some people that I don't see in the courtroom. Do we have someone else coming on with us this morning?
Yes. Good morning, Judge. Attorney Mitchell for Jermaine Billingsley / Hubert Brown. Judge, this was a case.
Hold on, Mr. Mitchell. Hold on, Mr.
Okay.
Mitchell. Good morning. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Good to see you as well, Judge.
I don't see him on the calendar.
I haven't finished up with my SAP calendar, and let me see if I can
Okay.
finish up with that calendar, and I'll be right with you, okay? So you're on my
Thank you,
11
Judge.
o'clock calendar, so we'll be right with you, Mr. Mitchell.
Thank you, Judge.
Excuse me, Judge, can I ask who's on the iPhone asking questions regarding about Mr. Martin case? Those who's on the iPhone chatting with me, I don't know who you are. You're asking about a case. Mr. Martin. May I ask who you are? I can't hear you. You need to unmute. You need to unmute, ma'am. I can't hear you.
Unmute.
Okay.
Unmute.
I
Can you
got
hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, wonderful. This is Tatria Martin, calling, in reference to my son, Karan Martin. I was actually at the courtroom because I didn't get the memo that it would be via Zoom call. So I actually just got the information to get this Zoom. So I see that my son wasn't in either room. So I was just trying to get an update or just information on him.
Okay. Ms. Tucker, this is your client?
Yes. I'm gonna send you a message in the chat with my office number and I'll give you a call.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Tucker.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Tucker.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, courtroom 2, position number 8. Are we gonna be able to see that person today?
Thomas.
It's gonna be a waiver.
Waiver position.
Your Honor, I spoke with him this morning. It's gonna be a waiver.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. And Marcus Lumpkin, what are we doing with Mr. Lumpkin?
We went to court downtown today.
Okay, so he's gonna need to be reset.
Yes, sir.
When would you all like to reset him to?
Next Tuesday.
He has other things holding him, Judge, so
Okay, so next Tuesday,
that works.
12/9. $43 has taken the plea. All right, does that cover everybody on the 9 o'clock calendar? I believe so.
As far as I know.
Okay, thank you, Mr. White. All right, so let's do the 11 o'clock DV bench warrant calendar. Mr. Mitchell, we're ready for you and your client, Mr. Billingsley.
There we are. We're back, Judge.
Okay, and is
See,
Mr. Billingsley with me?
he is. He's logged on, I believe, under the Brown login. And it's actually Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, could you go ahead and there we go. Perfect.
Okay, so the name that I have is Jermaine Billingsley. Is that not right?
That is not correct. That was part of the issue with this case, Judge, and how I believe the bench warrant was issued.
Okay, and what is his proper name?
Herbert Brown.
I see an AKA Hubert Brown in our system.
Yeah, Hubert Brown. That's correct. Because he
Okay.
was booked in the jail under Hubert Brown. I apologize, Judge, if you were speaking.
So let me go to Mr. Sirocco first so I can get a little background. Did he miss a court date?
He
Mr.
did, Judge,
Sirocco?
failed to appear for the arraignment calendar before Judge Edline on March 20th, 2025. And I do see a return to sender notice on file. It was sent to a Jermaine Billingsley at 2895 Panthersville Road.
And is that not his address, Mr. Mitchell?
That is not the one I have on file, Judge. And yeah, it's under Hubert Brown, I believe, and I'm looking at the jail booking here, and he was booked in under Hubert Brown for that particular date, but for some reason it has him under this Billingsley name. He was informed that he had an potential active warrant, and that's how I got involved in the case to try to research what happened. But in looking at his former jail booking, I do see the booking for this particular matter under his correct name.
Ms. Lewis, what do we have?
The jail does have his name as a AKA as Hubert Brown. He was booked in as Jermaine Billingsley. They do have that associate as the highlight name for him, and AKA Hubert Brown. So they did book him underneath Jermaine Billingsley.
Okay, so I want to make sure that I get the right name and the right address.
And the address that I see that we have that that his attorney put down is a P.O. box. Now we can't set P.O. boxes. A notice was returned from the Pantherville Road address, because that was the address that was last on record, and then the address that I see on the reset notice that has to be on this calendar, it has a P.O. box that was written down, and we cannot set the P.O. box. He has a physical address.
Does he have another address aside from a P.O. box, Mr. Mitchell?
I don't see one.
Well, I'm asking Mr. Mitchell.
I'm obtaining it right now, Judge.
1500 College Drive, right?
And is it? Well, we've got him right here. Can we just ask him?
Yes. Oh, yes,
Is that
Judge.
okay
You,
with you,
yeah.
Mr. Mitchell? Mr. Brown, do you have an address that's not a PO box number?
What's the apartment number?
1600 College Drive. CON.
16
What's the apartment number?
1600 College Drive. CONNALLY.
Apartment.
Where is that located?
East Point, Georgia. Apartment
303
306.
apartment.
30344.
What apartment is it?
306, sir.
306.
Yes.
And that is where you are going to get your mail from now going forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So okay, so we have the address. Miss Lewis, is there anything? Miss Lewis, are you with me? You're on mute there, though.
I'm just checking the address out because I heard 16 to 15. I'm trying to figure out. I didn't hear it was clear. So it's 15.
It's 15.
It's 15 or 16?
1600.
Thank you.
Okay. So we've got the proper address. Is there any way, Miss Lewis, that we can make sure we have the proper name, or?
That would be up to the state to amend the accusation to the correct name.
We have that his legal name is Jermaine Billingsley.
Okay.
I mean,
Well-
all I can do is put AKA underneath that name.
Okay, why don't we do that? I just want to
Even
make
with my
sure
entry,
that. Go ahead, Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah, even with my entry, when I filed into the case, I was asking the clerk's office because I wanted to be careful or err on the side of caution with entering into a case for an individual I don't represent. They ended up accepting the entry after going to speak with the Solicitor General's office. They said they were okay with it. We could deal with it today. And the same thing, they would be okay with either adding the AKA or the state reaccusing the case under the correct name.
We'd be
Okay,
fine to add the AKA here. That's not an issue.
okay, so if you get a notice, Mr. Brown, that's either Jermaine Billingsley or Herbert Brown, you know it's for you, okay? So what I normally do is let me just say this first. Mr. Brown, it's up to you that when you change addresses, the first thing you need to do is notify the court, or when you no longer add an address, notify the court of your new address. You also need, and now that you have an attorney representing you, you'll also need to keep in touch with your attorney and with the court as you go forward, to make sure you don't miss another court date. It's my practice that I will set aside a bench warrant on one occasion when you have missed a court date. So I'm going to set this one aside, but any further ones, if they're missed because of address issues, then that's they won't be set aside in the future. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
No
And-
objection from the state with respect to lifting, as long as we have.
Thank you. And Mr. Mitchell, what we normally do is we have counsel for the defendant prepare the set aside. So if you'll do that for me and get that to Ms. Lewis here, she will provide you with her information.
And Mr. Mitchell, who did you speak with at our office with respect to the name change? Do you remember
It was the front desk clerk, and then the individual who was actually on the case in the courtroom wasn't present at the time. Because this was right, I believe, right before Thanksgiving. We were getting ready to get out for a break, so they were already gone for the day. There was an assistant who came out, and I spoke with in reference to it because the clerk's office would not accept that reset notice that I filed until I spoke with somebody in the Solicitor General's office. That individual's name, I apologize, I do not have it written down in the file, but the clerk's office was able to communicate with that individual because they would not accept this filing initially without that
And was
approval.
that, just let me know, was that a legal assistant or do you mean Assistant Solicitor General?
That was a legal assistant. It was a female Yeah, and I cannot remember her name because this was
That's
a
okay.
few weeks
I'll
ago.
figure it out. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
All right, let's see. Have you gotten where you need to send that set aside to, Mr. Mitchell?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, anything further this morning?
Nothing further, Judge. That concludes my
If-
business. May I be excused?
Yes, you and Mr. Brown can be excused. Have a good rest of the day. As I said, it's always good to see you.
Good to see you as well, Judge. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Lewis, I believe that concludes the calendar this morning. If you're ready to go over it,
Yes, I am.
whenever you're ready to go over it.
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay.
Just trying to update this set aside. All right. Okay. Position number one on regular calendar. It's gonna be it was a plea. Position number 2 was a plea. Position number 3 was a plea. Position number 4 and 5 and 6 are all gonna be reset to the SAP next Tuesday, December the 9th. Position number 7, waiver arraignment, reset for trial further notice. Same announcement on number 8, waiver arraignment, reset for trial further notice. Position number 9 was a plea. Position number 10, waiver arraignment, reset for trial further notice. Same announcement for 11 and 12, waiver arraignment, reset for trial further notice. Position 13 was a plea. Position 14 was non-pros. Position 15 is reset for the SAP December the 9th. Position 16 was a plea. Position 17, 18, and 19 was a plea. Position number 20 is non-pros, along with position 21 is non-pros. Position 22 was a non-negotiated plea. Same announcement on 23, a non-negotiated plea. Position number 24, defendant was released, reset further notice. Position 25, waiver arraignment, reset for trial further notice. Position 26 was a plea, along with 27 was a plea. Position 28 is going to be non-pros. Position 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33 are all reset to next SAP calendar for December the 9th. Position 34, waiver arraignment, reset for trial further notice. Position 35 is also reset for the SAP December the 9th, along with 36, reset for SAP December the 9th. Position 37, reset for SAP December the 9th. Position 38 was a plea. Position 39 was a time served plea. Position 40 was a plea. Position 41 was non-pros. Position 42 is reset for the SAP December the 9th. Position 43 was a plea. Position 44 was a plea. Position 45 was a plea. Position 46 is reset for the SAP December the 9th. Position 47 was a plea. Position 48 is non-pros. Position 49 and 50 was a plea. Position 51 was a plea. Position 52 was a plea. Position 53 and 54 waiver arraignment, reset for trial further notice. Any questions or any corrections?
Okay. Let's see, Mr. Sirocco,
Yes,
if
Your
you
Honor.
wouldn't mind, I have for some reason, I'm no longer on the state's distribution list for your recommendations for the calendar. Would you mind placing me on that list so that I don't have to bother the clerks every Tuesday morning?
Yes, I will look into that. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
But it's no bother, Judge. You know I'll get it to you.
I know. Thank you, Ms. Lewis.
No problem.
Anything further from anybody this morning?
I just need everybody non-processing paperwork in a timely manner, please.
Got most of them prepped for you here. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So if what I send you, if there's something missing that you notice, please let me know.
I definitely would do that. I appreciate that. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Mhm.
All right. If not, y'all have a good rest of the day. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you.
Carter.
Thank
you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye, all. Thank you.